I love The Dognapper. This is the 1934 Disney cartoon directed by David Hand, and usually when it comes to Disney's cartoons where a dog is suffering, there are quite a few where dogs are being dognapped. Um, I usually find them quite upsetting, but this one's actually a lot of fun. Fifi, who is one of my favourite early Disney dogs, has been kidnapped by the brute, Pete. And it's up to Mickey and Donald to chase after Pete and rescue Fifi. Mickey and Donald as police officers, I love. I'm a very big fan of Donald Duck, and although I find the early versions of Donald Duck to be quite creepy, where he has a very thin, long neck and a really long beak as well. He looks very peculiar and a little bit creepy. I absolutely love it. Because he looks so weird, I love it. And I love that he was in this one. He didn't have to be. The narrative would have worked just the same had it just been Mickey chasing after Pete and Fifi. But I think having Donald in there gave it something extra that I really thoroughly enjoyed. Pete goes to extreme lengths to try and ward off Mickey and Donald. But of course, they're professional police officers who are going to do everything they can to try and get Pete and rescue Fifi. Fifi, as well, is not a completely vulnerable pup. She's actually quite feisty. She knows how to defend herself, and that often is, at Pete's harm, which is something that I think is great. Fifi's definitely harming her kidnapper, and that's something that I thoroughly enjoyed. The Dognapper is definitely not as emotional as I thought it was. There are similar cartoons from Disney and other studios where an animal is kidnapped and is quite emotional. This one's definitely not that emotional, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it from start to finish. I love the animation style. Donald, although creepy, is very awesome. I love Donald Duck. Fifi as a dog appears in many cartoons after this as well. I don't think this is her first cartoon, but I could be wrong about that. It could be. I'm not entirely sure which was the inaugural cartoon for Fifi. But either way, she becomes a recurring character, usually in the Pluto shorts. And I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Fifi's cute, Pete's a fun antagonist, Mickey and Donald are awesome, the narrative development is great, the animation style slightly disturbing, but a lot of fun. The Dognapper is much better than I expected.